Good morning. My name is Michelle Delory. I'm a professional organizer, a certified KonMari consultant, and an expert in minimalism. And today I'm excited to spend the day with you as I take over No Bad Press's Instagram account. So stay tuned for my tips and tricks on how to stay organized as we stay at home. So for now, I'm just going to enjoy my morning coffee and I'll see you soon. Stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm back, and my first tip for you today is to really minimize distractions and to avoid screens in order to organize. So I know in the beginning of this pandemic when we had the stay-at-home orders, all I was doing was looking at screens and I wasn't able to do anything else because I was just so consumed with the news and what was happening, and eventually it just got to me mentally and I knew that I had to start putting things away and start focusing on more meaningful things. And of course, paying attention to my family and doing things around the home, maybe feeling a bit more accomplished, you know, even if it is just getting myself a bit more organized. My home is more, I guess, organized, I would say, because I'm a professional organizer. But you know, I have my days where maybe I don't feel like tidying things up right away. So now that we have more time, it's best to just, you know, avoid those distractions and to, so if that means storing your device away, then do that. If you need music playing while you work, then you can do that as well. Or a podcast perhaps. But as much as possible, try not to have any screens on. And as you can see in the background, there's my son, and he has to do work at home. So for him to be able to focus, I have to have the TV off. He has to avoid the device, and I'm going to show you where I store my devices. So that's my first tip for you. Stay tuned for the next. So I'm going to show you where I store my devices. This is my media unit, and I am going to put my devices into this drawer that I have labeled tech. So if you got a tablet, you can store that away. Your phone, store that as well. And I just put that all in there. If you're a gamer, I actually have a drawer dedicated for video games. And because my husband and my son are gamers, I put all of their controls away into here. So be sure to store away those devices so you can focus on organizing. I posted my tip number 2, and basically reevaluate your space and imagine your ideal lifestyle. So for myself, I realized that my work from home space had to change in order for me to be able to work with my son as I work. So I moved my desk from my bedroom into my living room, and now I can be close to my son and be able to teach with him, but also he can use my space if he wanted to, because I think when you work from home, you got to change things up. You probably don't always want to sit in the same spot. You want to have a change of scenery. So I let him use my work from home space too. So think about how your space works for you. Is it working for you right now? Do you want to change things up so that it works better for you? And also imagine your ideal lifestyle at home and outside of home. So that motivates you to get your organizing done. So I posted my tip number 3, and that's to check all of the expiry dates in your pantry and your bathroom and take inventory of what you need. So we're doing a lot more groceries now, we're cooking all our meals, and we're even baking a lot more. So we want to make sure that we have room in our pantries to make room for the stuff that we buy, and also to make sure that we're buying what we actually need. So check those expiry dates. You want to take everything out of your pantry. If you want to do this, you want to do it right. So take everything out of your pantry, and then you're going to want to group similar items together and check all of those dates, and then get rid of what isn't good anymore and keep what's still good. So I actually have some items here. I got my spices all together here. And of course, I've checked all of the dates already. They're still good. I've labeled it spices, and I am storing it back into my pantry. And of course, I have all my baking stuff all together. So labeled here as well. And So tip number 4 is to decant items so you can save space. So I like to use jars like mason jars to put all the stuff that was previously in boxes that took up space. Any dry goods like sugar I'll put in a mason jar. And also I will put the expiry date on the back with the same marker that I used to label. And I'll use these kind of containers for rice. If I do any shopping for stuff that has packaging like this, I'm just going to leave it in here because it's already space saving. And then when it comes to items like my snacks that come in packaging like this, I will empty it out and I'm going to store it individually into my container for snacks. So I'm going to just take my container for snacks and I'm going to put it all into there. Sort of like playing a game of Tetris. And those are my tips for you today. I hope you learned something new. I want to thank No Bad Press for having me take over their Instagram account. I had so much fun doing this, and I hope you did too. So stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope that you'll take control of your home because that's the one thing we can control. And that's it. So you can follow me on my Instagram account at Modern and Minimalist. I have a lot of home inspiration, tips, and more there for you to see. So check me out there. Bye now.